to see how a tower will determine the cell phone which is under its coverage area. So consider a first scenario, that is so you are here, okay, and you want to communicate with your friend, so he is also in the range of the same tower to which you are connected. So let us say this is the tower to which you are connected currently. So and your friend is also in the same premises of the tower, so there is no need to change the handoff, or there is no handoff in this process. So assume that you are in the same zone of the tower, okay. So what you will do first, okay, so first thing you will be doing is dial your phone friend's phone number. So that is, in wireless communication, that is called as ESN. So it is electronic serial number. So assume that you have dialed the mobile number of your friend. So the signal will be go sent to the base station here. So this is the base station or tower, we can say. So at that moment, what it will do, the tower will produce an signal that is called pilot signal. So it splits out the energy or the electromagnetic waves in all directional. So this is the first case which we will be studying, and in case of the second, we will be studying about directional beam. So first let us see this one. So it will produce the electromagnetic waves or signal, and it will be splitting it in the all directions, so that it will be reached to the every phone or every user in the coverage area of that tower. Okay, so your friend's your phone also receives that signal, that is the pilot signal, asking that is this your electronic serial number. So in that pilot signal, it will be transmitting the number. So let us say 1 2 3 4 up to okay 8. So this is the electronic serial number which is corresponding to the user one, and he has dialed the same, so that is user 2 has dialed the same. So that number will be transmitted in that pilot signal. So if there are some other phones, so there will be some other phones also in the premises or in the coverage range of that cell tower, but the phone which is having that electronic serial number only handshake the signal. So it will send an acknowledgement saying that yes, I have received the signal and I am in the range of your coverage area, so you can send me the data. So that is called as handshaking, means mutual understanding between tower and the user phone. So this is how a typical calling process works, that is from dialing the number to connecting the user. So once this has sent an signal to this one, and then it has sent an acknowledgement to this, then the data transfer happens here. Then data will be transferred from this user and it will be forwarded to this. So a particular frequency will be allotted for the conversation of these two users, that is user 1 and user 2, and the user conversation will proceed. So let us say 30 megahertz is allocated to these users, so that frequency will not be used by any other user. So it is only up to the users, that is user 1 and user 2. So this is how the communication happens in case of the omnidirectional antenna. So omnidirectional means the antenna which splits out the energy in all directions. So if this is an antenna, then it will be splitting out energy in the circle. That is, if here is the antenna, then it will be splitting the energy in all directions, okay. So that's why it is called as omnidirectional, because it is radiating the energy in all directions. And in next case, we will see how sectored antenna or beam forming antenna will detect the signal. So what you say, so what is the problem with this type of antenna? So the problem with this antenna is it is spitting out energy in all directions, but we want only energy in this direction, and this is only 10% here. So a 90% of energy which it has thrown is lost because there is no receiver for this energy. So I have a user here, so I only need energy in this portion. So it is sufficient if it puts out energy in this direction only, and this 90% area which it has put the energy is loss here. So that is a lot of loss, you can say. So better to avoid this. So if you avoid this energy, then it make a lot of sense for the communication purpose. So to overcome this problem, we have a beam forming antenna. So there we are having the beams, so they will be putting out the energy in a particular direction. So there will be no such thing like omnidirection, so it will be in a particular direction. Okay, so here is the diagram for the omnidirectional beam forming antenna. So this is a beam forming antenna, guys, here. And here the same situation is there. So you are here, user 1, and you want to communicate with your friend, that is user 2, for this antenna. Okay, so what it will be doing is, basically you are connected to this, assume that you are connected, because the connection will happen. So I have previously I have explained how the connection happens between user and the mobile. So that is a one-to-one communication, how the handshaking signal is sent from the user, and how an acknowledgement is received by the user from the cell phone tower. So that I have shown in my previous video. So if you have not seen that video, please guys check the playlist, you can find the link for same. Okay, so now coming to this problem, now you are connected to this cell tower, and again the user to, that is your friend, is also in the same tower or premises of the tower. Then if you want to communicate, then you are dialing the number of that your user, that is ESN of the your friend, so that is mobile number basically. Then it will be putting out that energy in the different directions. So let us say this is the premises here, and this is the cell phone tower. Okay, and this is your home. Okay, and this is the user 1, so let us say 1, and this is user 2. So what it will be doing is, so it will be maintaining a database here. So database, what it will be storing, so where you will be probably, so most of the times when the cell phone is trying to connect you, you will be finding in a particular location, let us say home. So most of the time we will be spending in home, college. Okay, so these are the two places where, or office, and these are the some 2 or 3 places where we will be staying maximum. So apart from that, we will be roaming outside here and there, but most of our time will be staying here itself. So it will store the location here. So location for home, then location for college, then location for office. Okay, so these are the 3 places which will be the base station will be storing for a particular user. So that is database maintaining. So what it will do, first when the user 1 tries to contact with user 2, and as soon as he dials his electronic serial number, then to find the user where is particularly, that cell will put out the energy. So it will put a beam in this direction, because this is the first priority, that is home here. So it thinks that he probably stays in a home right now. So thinking that, it will be sending a beam towards the home location, that is it will be basically storing the coordinates on the map. Okay, so that is a different issue, so we will not talk about this one right now. And then if the user is present here, so if your friend is in home, then that smartphone will receive the signal, and it will be sending an acknowledgement saying that yes, I have received your query, and or the pilot signal, and I am ready to receive the data. So that is basically called as handshaking in wireless communication. So but assume that he is not present in home. So his home is here, and his office is here, and his college is here. Okay, so these are the 3 different places. So 1, 2, and 3. So next what we will do, here is the second option. So that is college. So it will put the energy in this direction now, that is towards college coordinates. So thinking that if he is not in the home, then he might be in the college. So whether he will, so it will it will wait for some time, or it will look for an acknowledgement from the user saying that I have received your signal. So if your friend is in college, then he will, the smartphone will be sending an acknowledgement saying that I have received your pilot signal. But assume that he is not in the college also, and then it will send towards the workplace. And then If this also not happens, then it what it will do, it will send in random directions until and unless you get the user's acknowledgement. So it will be sending in this, in this, in this, and in this. But you can say, so what is point in, or what is the sense of thing in this one? So here is the sensing point is that, so if but the probability says that we are in the home, college, or workplace, so 90% we will be here itself. So in 3 tries only we will be getting the result. So at rare cases we will be outside. So at that moment it is power saving for the cell tower to detect us. So that's why this technique is useful, because we will be staying in home for longer time as compared to workplace and other malls and theaters, you can say. So yes, it makes a lot of sense that the power will be saved here. And this is how beam forming works. Okay, so you can say how a cell phone tower can form the beam. So that's a different topic, guys. So I will be explaining this in my next video. So we'll be having some array of antennas. So we'll be feeding some independent signals, and then we will be combining these signals to get us a beam in a particular direction. So it will be something like, assume that water is there and you drop a stone there, so waves will be produced. And if you drop another water here, so at some moments the waves will be constructive, and at some moments the waves will be destructive. So that same phenomenon occurs here. So at some moment, due to the same phase, the waves will get added, and the energy of the output signal will increase, and at some other positions or angles, the energy of the output signal, so if this is the first beam and this is second beam, the energy of the output signal will be less, because here the destruction is happened, that is, the two waves get subtracted. So this topic I have explained completely in my other video, so you can check the playlist. So this is all about how a cell tower determines or finds the user in the cell tower premises. So I hope you like this video and enjoyed it a lot. So thank you guys, thanks for watching. Please, if you are new to the channel, subscribe the channel and hit the like button.